My name's Nick Layton, and for the next few moments, you're exactly where you want to be. This is 5 agency owner priorities for 2023. Now look, marketing agency leaders around the world are facing a great deal of uncertainty. Here are some tips on focusing on what matters and taking advantage of the new opportunities in this changing world. Number 1, let's look at strategy. The current economic environment is unprecedented, with rising energy prices, inflation, and supply shocks. These shocks have created significant uncertainty for agency owners who must make decisions in a rapidly changing environment. Buying behavior has also changed dramatically due to COVID-19. Digital channels that were previously growing at a slow rate are now exploding in popularity. These changes are significantly impacting agencies, and they will need to adapt quickly to survive and thrive in the new environment. Agencies that can embrace change and adapt to the new reality will be the ones that come out ahead. Acknowledge that change is the only consistent. The world is different. As an agency owner right now, your job is all about prioritization. First, you need to know where you're going. We talk about champagne moments over the mindless first or next $1 million goals. That's the first thing. Then, when you know where you're going, you need to plan. The best plans are not made in a vacuum. You need a sophisticated, specialized coach in the agency space, and you need other agency owners you can bounce ideas off and learn what's working and what's not. That plan will include critical success factors that are unique to your agency. We've thought about these critical success factors, and the first to consider is your team, having the best people around you and supporting your clients. The second is marketing. When agency owners tell me they desire more sales, my first question is always to show me your marketing. Next, technology should be considered the foundation of growth. The focus on technology relates to building new businesses and taking advantage of other shifts today. Last but not least is our community's movement to net zero, both in your agency and for your clients. Number 2, let's look at talent. We've been talking about how people don't want to work, quietly quitting, and how hard it is to find talent. To counter these damaging talent drains, we must look at 3 areas. How do you find and attract the right talent? Like business development, the best recruitment is personal referrals. Building and nurturing your network is vital. Showcasing your values so potential recruits can understand your agency is also really important. Secondly, we need to change the job itself. Hybrid working is here to stay, but how do we make it work effectively? How do we create a new set of cultures and norms? Companies that say we're going back to the old way are missing a big opportunity. Several things need to be considered when designing hybrid working arrangements. We need to think about the technology that will support it. This includes video conferencing, collaboration tools, project management software. We must create a new set of cultures and norms around hybrid working. This means being flexible with work hours, providing team members with the tools they need to succeed, and creating a sense of commonality and community even when people are working remotely. And finally, we need to be open to the new ideas and working methods. The old ways of doing things will not work in the hybrid model. We need to be willing to experiment and to find new ways to be productive and successful. Companies that embrace hybrid working will be well positioned to succeed in the future. Conversely, those that resist it will be left behind. Third, there's much more innovation around apprenticeship. Less of the more senior person teaching the younger person how to do things and much more of a two-way training. There's an awareness of the value of the next generation and what they can bring to upskill more senior team members in the agency. Finally, people are increasingly exploring self-authorship, which is the process of individuals defining their career paths rather than relying on an agency to tell them what to do. When people take ownership of their careers, they are more likely to be engaged and satisfied in their work. They are also more likely to succeed, as they can tailor their careers to their strengths, their interests, and their values. Oh, and one final thought. Consider it's different from the traditional full-time office environment, even if you are a hybrid agency. Think about dispersed talent. Where are you used to hiring? It was in your own town, but now you have a global talent supply. Use that wisely regarding their competencies and their costs. Okay, we're on to number 3, marketing. If you're not growing, you're dying. You have to be marketing today. Many small agencies have relied on referrals, a lead form on their website, a blog, organic social media, and a newsletter. That's great for small, but most agencies that break the $1 million barrier have to do more marketing. Do you have a marketing plan, including your own SEO, pay-per-click, digital initiatives, media relations, and more? First, get very close to the buyer. We all know a fantastic business who have surveys. They have client research. They spend a lot of time with the clients. It's essential to understand the client's pain points that your agency will address. Second, as you try to build your agency, be clear on the unique advantage you want to bring to bear in solving those client issues. That's your message. Reevaluate your messaging today and see if that needs a refresh. And third, follow the numbers. An agency owner who just says, let's just try this for a bit, is not moving their marketing forward. Marketing today is a science. Create metrics, have a dashboard in front of you, and make informed choices based on trials and real ROI numbers. Fourth, technology. We are at an exciting technological time, possibly the most pivotal since Microsoft Windows was introduced. Artificial intelligence in our industry is revolutionary. While some agencies were embracing AI before 2023, the launch of ChatGPT in November 2022 was the watershed. But of course, that was only a few months ago. So if you're not on this train today, don't worry, the train has barely left the station. Different AI options are and will continue to be grown. How we use AI at an agency level will continue to develop. First is how you use AI. You need to keep your whole agency up to speed. Let us know if you're looking for simple do's and don'ts, and keep learning how best to use these tools. You must ensure you are not opening yourself up to risk, so read up on ethical and legal implications. The second area is how your agency's structure and processes can be updated with AI. Using simple AI, you could automate a great deal and use dispersed lower-cost talent to achieve the same results. That frees up your in-house talent for more creative and high-margin work. I see this area being monumental for agencies this year. We're to number 5, the net zero opportunity. Net zero remains a top priority for leaders around the world. They're committed to advancing a clean, sustainable, affordable, resilient, and secure energy system. This is a complex challenge, but it is one that we must solve to address the climate crisis. Achieving net zero will require a concerted effort from all sectors of society. Governments, businesses, and individuals all have a role to play. Working together can create a clean and sustainable and prosperous future for all. So first, what can you do for your agency and team to be part of the solution, not the problem? How do you make your agency net zero? This does not happen overnight, but it is possible with a strategy in place. Then, how do you measure that? Measure that and be transparent about where you stand in your own marketing. Second, that measurement is important because your clients will ask for it. Maybe they are today, but they certainly will in the future. And if you're pitching to any company in the future that's listed on an exchange or has institutional money backing it, they will be asking you, as they need to show it and that transparency to their investors. Okay, let's summarize where we've been. The world is changing rapidly, and agency owners need to be able to adapt quickly to succeed. There are several critical success factors that agency owners should focus on. These include strong strategy. Agencies need to be able to withstand shocks and disruptions. This means having a solid strategy and planning in place with visibility at an industry level and a strong advisory team. Rethink talent. The talent market is competitive. As a result, agency owners need to rethink how they attract and retain top talent. Manage marketing. Plan, measure, and keep an ROI focus. And embrace technology. Embrace change. Agency owners need to be willing to embrace change and innovation. This means being open to new ideas and ways of doing things. Invest in technology, not just the hard costs, but the training costs. Agency needs to invest in new technology to stay ahead of their competition and focus on the net zero. Agency owners must take action on climate change to be ahead of that curve. This means reducing emissions themselves and showing that progress to your customers. By focusing on these critical success factors, agency owners can position their businesses for success this year and in the future. Do you want to know how we're helping agency owners with these critical success factors? If so, reach out to us today. My name is Nick Layton. I wish you passion, profit, and happiness.